So once you've taken a moment to settle onto your mat, laying nice and flat, use this time to connect with how your body is feeling laying nice and flat. Settle into the sensations within your face as you allow the muscles to relax in your cheeks, allowing your jaw to soften. Just beginning to settle into a rhythm with your breathing. Just looking for a nice steady flow with your breath. Seeing if you can lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Know that this is your own unique rhythm. So give yourself some time to just settle in. Feel heaviness within your eyes. Just take note of the gentle rise and fall of your body as you begin to lengthen your breath. This is you connecting to your mind, connecting to your body, and just being the observer of your spirit. We'll just create a bit of unison here just by taking our inhales and exhales to those familiar counts of 4. Let's just do 2 rounds of this, completing your next exhale. And we'll inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. When you are ready, just begin to invite some movement into your fingers and in through your toes just by wiggling them out. And from here, let's just bend both of your knees in towards your chest, just giving yourself a nice big hug with the knees pulling nice and close in towards you. Even find some gentle rocking from side to side, some small circles in both directions. Finding some nice easy movement here. We're going to come in and out of some twists before settling into them. So let's release our hands here into a T position. Just take a peek along the arms, make sure they're in line with your shoulders. Keeping the knees nice and close in towards you. Let's focus for the moment on pulling your belly in towards your spine. Try to keep this nice and engaged. Let's take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, just allow your knees to fall to the left, but try to keep them lifted from the mat. Keep the belly nice and close into the spine. And with your next inhale, we'll bring the knees back in through center. With your exhale, let the knees fall to the right, trying to keep them lifted from the mat and your belly pulling in. Your inhale brings your knees in through center. So let's continue with this motion of bringing the knees to the left, keeping them lifted from your mat, drawing them in through center, and then bringing them to the opposite side. So move at your own pace. seeing if you can connect your breath with the motion, and ensuring that you are maintaining this engagement with your belly in towards your spine. Thinking of this as protecting your lower back as you continue to invite this movement into your body, just waking up yourself. Let's just do one more time on each side. We will complete on the right side. Once you've finished on the right, bring the knees back in through center. And let's just straighten your legs towards your ceiling and give the toes a nice little wiggle. Maybe even begin to rotate your ankles in either direction. And from here, just bend your knees back into your chest. And just allow the knees now to fall all the way to the left, just allowing them to relax there. So let's think about using our breath here to create subtle movement as we remain in stillness. Once you take your next deep inhale, gently twist your torso towards the right, trying to ground down through your right shoulder, maybe even turning your head away from the knees. Your exhale is focused on relaxing and softening your body. So let's find this inhale, rounding through your right shoulder, opening up through your chest, and exhale to soften and relax. Give ourselves one more breath here, nice deep inhale, and exhale. Use your inhale here just to bring your knees in through center. Let's just reset by straightening your legs back towards your ceiling. This time, let's flex out through your heels, giving a nice stretch in the legs, and then wiggle out the feet, the toes, maybe rotate the ankles. We'll bend the knees back into your chest. Let the knees now fall all the way to the right. Find this nice grounding in through your left shoulder. You gently twist your torso to the left, maybe turning your head now away from your knees. And again, let's think about using our inhale to invite this gentle twist away from your knees. And your exhale to soften and relax your body. Inhale deeply here. And exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. And with your next inhale, let's bring your knees back in through center. Just straighten your legs back towards the ceiling. Again, maybe find pointing your toes away from you, flexing your feet, wiggling the toes, or even rotations in the ankles. Just be nice and playful here. And we'll bring our knees back in towards your chest. Just give yourself a nice big bear hug. And we'll bring the forehead in towards your knees here. Just holding it here for a moment before lowering the shoulders and head back onto your mat, lowering the soles of the feet onto your mat, and taking the right arm up over your head. Let's roll to the right side of your body and come to meet in a cross-legged seated position. So take your time arriving here, finding your nice cross-legged seated position with your spine nice and long, chin neutral to your chest, shoulders rolled back gently. And close your eyes here for a moment, just to connect again with this engagement of your belly and towards your spine. And allowing the breath once again to become present. Just feel softness in from your hips to your knees, length within your side body, Let's create some movement here. With your next deep inhale, let's find wide spread arms. Once you bring the palms together above your crown, just shift your gaze towards your thumbs. As you exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Let's do this 2 more times as we soften our gaze. Inhale, wide spread arms. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Last round. Inhale. And exhale. So let's move in a nice flow with our body. This time as we inhale, let's keep the arms shoulder width apart. Exhale, lower the left hand to the outer left hip. Reach through the fingertips of your lifted hand. Wait for your inhale as you remain here to reach out through the right fingertips, creating length in your right side body. And as you inhale, once again, let's bring both arms up and through center, shoulder width apart. Your exhale will bring you to the opposite side. Use your next inhale, lengthen out through the lifted hand. Find that nice opening. And we'll inhale here, bring both arms back up in through shoulder width. This time with your next exhale, let's twist to the left. So let's use the back of the right hand to the top of the left thigh. With your next inhale, just focus on creating length within your spine. And your exhale to find that nice twist from your navel. And we'll inhale here, everything back and through center, arms shoulder width apart. And exhale, twist now to the right, left hand to the top of the right thigh. Use your inhale, find that length in your spine. Use your exhale, create that twist from your navel. And as you inhale, we'll bring both arms in through center and we'll find that same sequence once again. Exhale, left hand lowers, opening up the right side body. Let's stay here for an inhale and an exhale. Your next inhale, both arms up and through center, shoulder width apart. Exhale, make your way to the right, opening up the left side body. Let's stay for a nice inhale and exhale. Your next inhale brings everything in through center. This time as you exhale, let's twist to the left. Use your next inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, settle into that twist. And we'll inhale everything in through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Use your inhale, find that length in your spine. Exhale, find that twist. And we'll inhale everything back in through center. From here, just release the hands right out in front of you. Release your knees and let's settle into tabletop position. So tabletop, we're finding the shoulders just underneath the wrist, just above the wrist, sorry. And the knees about hip width apart. Tabletop, our chin is here neutral to our chest. And we're finding the belly back in towards the spine. Always keep that nice and engaged. From our tabletop, let's take downward dog as we tuck the toes and lift the hips up and back. With our downward dog, just take a peek towards your hands. You should have the knuckles pushing down in towards your mat. And your head nice and heavy in towards your chest. As you peek between your thighs, keeping the belly pulling in. And constantly finding that nice lift from your hips up and back as your heels reach towards your mat. Notice your breath as you remain in stillness in your downward dog. Notice the sensation within your face. Connect with your body. Just give yourself this moment. We're going to come in through a flow. So with your next inhale, let's come forward in through a plank. You might find you need to readjust your feet. Just make sure they're at hip width. From your plank, let's lower the knees down towards your mat. Point the elbows straight back, lower chest and belly. Inhale as you push down into your hands, lift up through your heart. Baby cobra. As you exhale, take your downward facing dog. So we're going to move through this flow 2 more times. Once you find your downward dog, your next inhale, you come forward, settle into your plank. Exhale, modified or full chaturanga as you lower chest and belly. Inhale, lift up through your heart, baby cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe let's try this last flow with eyes closed. Inhale as you come forward, finding your plank, belly into the spine. Exhale, lower into your version here of chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, let's begin just to walk your feet towards your hands. Once they arrive there, use your next inhale and just settle into a halfway lift, finding a flat back here. From your flat back, take your hinge forward from your hips, settling into a forward fold, and let's hold it here. The hands can remain nice and relaxed alongside your body. The head is nice and heavy. Maybe give it a nice nod yes and a nod no. Give yourself a moment now just to settle into stillness in this forward fold. Just taking note of how your body is responding to being in this shape. The quality of your breath. Take note of its rhythm. Soften your face. Notice those sensations. From here, let's take a nice deep bend in your knees and just begin to roll the spine one vertebra at a time. As you slowly make your way into a standing position, Swamasthiti, the hands alongside the body. Let's keep our eyes closed for a moment if you can, just so that we can maintain this awareness of your body, the energy moving through it, any sensations that you might feel. Now let's use our next inhale just to invite the crown of your head reaching towards your ceiling. And your exhale just to find this grounding sensation in through your feet. Just one more breath as you inhale. Invite this length. Your exhale to encourage this grounding. Let's find a half sun salutation here with your inhale. Let's take wide spread arms, palms together. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, belly to the spine. Exhale, nice forward fold, hinge from your hips, head is nice and heavy. Let's hold it here once again. Make sure that the head is nice and relaxed. The arms are in a comfortable position. This time, let's find our breath to use our inhale to reach the crown of the head towards the mat beneath you. Use your exhale to continue lifting your hips up, maybe gently straightening your legs. Find 2 more rounds of breathing here, inhaling. And exhale. One more breath. Once you've completed your exhale, let's take a big bend back into your knees. And slower than you did last time, invite the spine rolling one vertebra at a time. This time with your inhale, find your wide spread arms, palms together above your crown. Exhale, hands behind the back. Let's interlace them here. If you descend them away from your lower back, just squeeze your shoulder blades into each other and lift up your heart. And let's come in through a gentle back bend here. Lifting the chin slightly. And from here, let's take our hands back towards your lower back, hinging forward from your hips. Coming halfway to begin. And then releasing into your forward fold completely. Let the head be heavy. And now maybe explore releasing your hands away from your lower back. Just make sure there's a gentle bend in through your elbows. Make sure you're keeping your head nice and close and towards your chest. And you're nice and stable in your feet. Soft bend in your knees. From here, let's take our hands back down towards your lower back. Slowly come back up halfway. And then release yourself completely back into your standing position. Taking the hands back alongside the body, let's find Swamasthiti here. Just allow the shoulders to be nice and relaxed. Again, maybe take a moment to find the eyes closed. Just settling back into this gentle rhythm of your body. Connecting with your breathing. And just noticing what is occurring. We're going to come into Trikonasana triangle posture. So let's step the left foot out to the left. So we're facing the back edge of your mat. So the left toe should be pointing to the short edge of your mat. The left heel in line with the right arch. So the right foot's at a 45-degree angle. Let's take our hands into a T position here. With an inhale, as you reach forward with your left hand, bring your left hip nice and back. Good. As you exhale, lower the hand to the inner left thigh. And let's rise the right arm up, finding that nice twist in your torso towards your ceiling. Let's shift our gaze up towards the lifted palm for now, lifting up through the right fingertips. And with your next exhale, let's just look back down towards your mat for balance. And we'll inhale, hands back in through a T. So we're going to move in through this flow of our triangle. As you inhale, reach forward, left hip comes back. Exhale, lower to the inner thigh. Inhale, rise the right arm up, find that twist, take the gaze up. Exhale, look down. Pull in the belly, inhale back into our starting position of a T. Last round here. Inhale, reach forward, left hand comes back. Exhale to the inner thigh. Inhale, twist your torso, rise the right arm. Shift your gaze up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, hands back in through your T. Let's release the hands alongside the body and let's find a wide-legged stretch just to reset our spine. So let's inhale, hands in through a T. Exhale, hands towards your hips. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, take a hinge forward from your hips to forward fold. Releasing your hands onto your mat. Maybe coming up halfway, finding a flat back. Just playing around with a comfortable stance in this wide-legged forward fold. Maybe even allowing the feet to heel toe just a bit wider apart. Take note of the sensation back in your face as you hold it here. And with your next inhale, if you're not already at a halfway lift, find a halfway lift. You might even need to heel to the feet a bit closer towards each other as you bring your hands back in towards your hips. Inhale, slowly rise back up, take your time. Let's find triangle on the opposite side. So left foot's at a 45-degree angle, right toes will point to the front edge of your mat. Just look for this heel to arch alignment with your feet. Let's inhale our hands in through a T position. Just settle in here and wait for your next breath in to reach forward with the right hand as the right hip comes back. Exhale, right hand to the inner thigh. Inhale, twist your torso, lift the left hand up towards your ceiling. Shift your gaze up. Your exhale, you'll look down. Pull in your belly as you inhale, hands in through a T. So let's try to use our breath for the motion of our body. 2 more times here. Inhale, reach forward with the right hand. Right hip comes back. Lower to the inner thigh with an exhale. Inhale, twist your torso, lift the left hand. Shift your gaze up. Exhale, look down, pull in your belly. Inhale, hands in through a T. Last round here. Inhale, reach forward. Right hip comes back. Exhale, lower to the inner thigh. Inhale, twist your torso, lift up through the left hand. Exhale, shift your gaze down. Inhale, hands back and through a T. Exhale, hands back down towards your hips, and this time let's heel toe our feet back to the top of your mat. Let's settle back into a forward fold. Inhale, wide spread arms, palms together here. This time as you exhale, it's coming through a gentle back bend, just bringing the biceps as far behind your ears as you can, lifting up through your heart. Inhale, reaching forward with your arms as you exhale to hinge forward from your hips completely. Let's take a halfway lift here. Inhale, reset the back, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Head is nice and heavy. Give it a nod, yes. Give it a nod, no. Maybe even take your hands towards your elbows here. Finding strength within your legs. Finding softness back into your face. And with your next inhale, let's just find a halfway lift here. Planting your hands onto your mat. Take a deep bend into your knees. And let's step 1 foot back at a time, finding your plank. From your plank, lower the knees back to your mat. Find that flow of coming in through your modified chaturanga. Inhale into your baby cobra, lifting up through your heart. And exhale, taking downward facing dog, tucking the toes, lift the hips up and back. From your downward dog, let's take child's pose. So release the knees back down onto your mat. Big toes will touch behind you. You can keep this an active child's pose by keeping the arms extended out in front of you with the elbows lifted. You want to bring the floor closer to your head, maybe stack the fists. If you're comfortable with having the arms alongside your body, then find that. Just ensure that wherever you're resting, it's on the area of your head where the forehead and hairline meet. This is to ensure a nice gentle roundness in through your back. This moment of stillness right here, just take note of how your body is responding to stillness. Anything that you can hear, just take note. Any discomfort, just take note. Just allow the muscles in your face to relax. not being too concerned with your breathing, just knowing that it is flowing in a comfortable position. And take note of that moment when you can begin to deepen your breath, where you can encourage this expansion with your body, with your inhale, and this contraction with your exhale. Give yourself some time to connect with your breath, finding this deeper rhythm once again. When you are ready, let us slowly come back into our tabletop, finding all fours, making sure the fingers are spread nice and wide, the knees are hip width, and give yourself a moment here to move in and out of your cat cow. So cat cow is a fairly familiar sequence. So just move at your own pace, connect with your body, move with your breath. I encourage closing your eyes, as it allows you to move a bit deeper into your body. Once you finish your next cat with a round back, let's meet neutral tabletop, and let's take the right hand underneath the bridge of your nose. Let's take a nice inhale as we begin to rise the left hand up and away, just gently twisting your chest back towards your ceiling. As you exhale, weave the left hand through the right, reaching the fingertips away from you. So let's find this two more times. As you inhale, rise the left arm up. Exhale, weave it through. Inhale, rise it up. And as you exhale this time to weave it through, come to rest onto your left shoulder. You can take the right hand and just place it in front of your face. Make sure there's no tension in your neck. And maybe explore finding the stretch a bit deeper by gently leaning your body towards the left. Notice your breath, any restrictions here in your breathing. Give yourself this time to soften your body, relaxing into the shape and into the stretch in your left shoulder blade. To release from this posture, make sure the right hand is pushing firmly into your mat so that you can release the left hand out from beneath you. Coming in through neutral tabletop to take a couple cat cows just to find this nice reset in your spine. And from here, take neutral tabletop. Left hand now comes underneath the bridge of the nose. Inhale, let's rise the right arm up. Reach up through the fingertips. Exhale, weave it through. Reach out through your fingertips. Two more times. Nice deep inhale. Keep that engagement with your hand. Exhale, weave it through. One last time. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, weave it through. Come to rest now onto your right shoulder. Take the left hand, plant it in front of your face. One side might feel a little bit more tight than the other, so just be aware of this. If you want to explore the stretch, just lean your body towards the right slightly. Notice any tension here. Begin to soften now into the posture. Soften your body and allow it to become heavy here. Notice the quality of your gaze. Are your eyes wandering? If so, just begin to soften them so you're peeking beneath the lids. Now notice your breath. And to release from the posture, planting the left hand firmly onto your mat to push yourself up and away, releasing the right hand, finding neutral tabletop. You take a couple cat cows. And let's find neutral tabletop once again. And we'll find downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Once you arrive in your downward dog, let's set ourselves up for a place of stillness here. So begin by just peeking towards your hands. Are the fingers spread wide? Are the knuckles drawing into your mat? If so, find that heaviness back in through your head and take the gaze between your thighs. Find the inner thighs gently spinning in towards each other. Your heels reach down towards your mat. Settle in to softening your face once again. And let's encourage our breathing here. Settle into a nice deep inhale and exhale. Take another inhale and exhale. From here, let's release our knees back down towards your mat. Just release the legs out in front of you. And we're going to come into a seated straight-legged forward fold. Once you arrive here, just take a moment to bring your inner thighs down, outer thighs up, feet are nice and flexed. Take the shoulders, roll them back as you lift up through your heart, and take a gentle hinge forward now. You can grab hold of your big toes with the index and middle finger, find that. If not, just take the hands into a position where you can allow your head to be heavy into your chest. Soften those muscles back in your face. Allow your eyes to either be closed or just softly peeking beneath your lids. It is often the wandering eye that can distract us the most from remaining focused on your body, on your breath, on why it is you come to this yoga practice. So now that you've settled into being in this shape, let's think about using our breath to create subtle movement in your body. So with each inhale, find the crown of your head reaching forward. And with each exhale, find the legs drawing down into your mat. Find those counts of 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Just settle into the shape that you have now landed in as you've created control within your body, creating space within it by controlling your breath. And with your next inhale, slowly begin to release from the posture, just rising yourself up and away. And from here, let's walk our legs as wide as you can allow them. From here, you might need to find, you need to lift yourself off your mat and place yourself back down just to find a bit more comfort. Find that. Same idea, rolling the shoulders back, lift up through your heart, and just take a gentle hinge forward. So you might not go very far. Usually it's the adduct muscles that are most tight in our legs. So you can either just keep the hands right out in front of you with the head nice and heavy into the chest. If you're here and you find maybe I can explore this a bit more, maybe explore bringing the hands towards the ankles at first. And maybe from there, if you're willing to explore it further, maybe grab hold of the big toes with the index and middle finger. Just as long as when you are exploring this, you're not compromising this roundness in through your back. So keep your chin nice and close and towards your chest. Just allowing your head to be nice and relaxed. Again, notice what's happening with your gaze. It's always going to revert into a position where it can let go of any feelings of discomfort. So let's encourage the eyes again to soften, the face to relax. And again, these same subtle movements with our breath, let's come back into them. Using our inhale to reach the crown of the head away from you. Using your exhale to draw down in through your legs. Find our counts of 4 here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Just be aware of where your body has now landed. And know that you are now in a true sense of what is available to you with this shape. So allow yourself just to bask in this moment for a bit longer, maintaining softness into your face. And when you are ready, slowly begin to rise up and away from the posture. This time we're going to come into bending the knees. So let's take the hands underneath the thighs and let's bring the soles of the feet together. When the soles of the feet come together, let the knees relax towards your mat. If you need props, maybe some pillows underneath the thighs, then find that. Once you are nice and comfortable again, play around with lifting yourself up, placing yourself back down, maybe even adjusting how close the heels are towards your groin. So find a comfortable position. Once you have hands towards your feet, just try to open up the soles of the feet as best you can. Take your gaze in between the soles of your feet, and let's use our inhale just to create length in your spine, and your exhale to drop your chin back into your chest, aiming your forehead into the soles of your feet. So in this position, we have options to remain where we are. If you would like to move a bit deeper, maybe take your hands underneath the calves and then bringing the tops of the hands towards the tops of the feet, or sorry, the soles of your hands to the tops of your feet. If you've explored this and it's not where you want to be today, that's fine. Just come back into that starting position. Taking a moment here, just notice the sensations that you're feeling in your body. And from here, we're just going to simply use our breath to create this nice deep expansion with our body and a nice mindful contraction. Find our counts of 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Notice where you've landed in the shape, what's comfortable, what's uncomfortable. Just take note. When you are ready, just slowly find your next inhale to rise up and away from the shape. Take your hands to the outer thighs, bring the knees back in towards each other. Let's just take your hands to rest behind your hips. Heel toe the feet as wide as your hips here. Just give the knees a nice windshield wiper here from side to side. Maybe even holding it in one direction if that feels nice for you. And from here, once you bring your knees back in through center, let's just come to lay flat on your mat once again. This time, keep your feet mat width apart and allow the knees to fall in towards midline. Make sure you're checking in with the back of your neck so the chin should tuck in slightly. You can either bring one hand here towards your belly, the other one to your chest, or keep your hands alongside the body, maybe in a T position. Just find a comfortable place here and we'll work on some pranayama exercises. So before we begin, just again, notice your body. Give yourself this moment to scan your physical self, to notice the state of your breathing, and to come back into the idea of what it is you'd like to achieve in your yoga practice. The main purpose. Allow that to settle in. Now let's come into lengthening our breath just a bit more. So we'll begin here with 2 rounds of inhaling to counts of 6 and exhaling to counts of 4. Let's do this set to begin. So taking a nice comfortable breath in here, a comfortable breath out. And we'll begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Just give yourself a moment here to breathe comfortably as you allow those effects to settle into your body. This time we're going to switch up those counts. So we'll take our inhales now for those counts of 4. And we'll take our exhales to our counts of 6. So this might be a bit more of a challenge with your exhales being lengthened. To encourage the length, allow the belly to pull in towards the spine like you've been doing to encourage that push out of energy. So let's just do 2 rounds of this, taking a nice comfortable breath in and a comfortable breath out. We'll begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice how you've responded to controlling your breath in that way. Notice if you were allowing your inhales to quicken rather than remain nice and slow. Just observe. Bless. When you are ready, we're going to use the next moment as a Mysore for you to make any movement in your body that you wish to make. If you are ready for Shavasana, you can just begin to straighten your legs onto your mat. Maybe take the hands alongside the body. If you are moving through your Mysore, give yourself time to make any movement that you wish to make in your body. And I will cue you when we should be preparing for our final resting posture. So a Mysore is there for you to connect with your intuition, for you to take that role of the teacher, to be led by your own intuitive thoughts. Think of this as a muscle. When you are ready for your Shavasana, slowly allow yourself to settle into this space of committing to stillness within your body. Knowing that in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be. Finding rest, restoration of your body. Allowing your eyes to fall deep into your skull. As the cheeks now melt away from your face. And the heaviness of your body sinks deeper onto your mat. Everything within you here is moving freely. You imagine this beam of pure white light releasing out through the crown of your head, surrounding your entire body, allowing your inner self to move freely, allowing protection of all that you've created so that you can simply be. Slowly allowing a bit of life to come back into your fingers and into your toes, and encourage a smile onto your face. The effort it takes, find gratitude within that. You settle into the sense of rebirth of yourself, allowing your knees to bend, one arm to draw up over the head to roll onto one side of your body. Eventually to bring yourself back into your seated position, this time with the palms together at heart center. You bow towards your fingertips. Please allow us a moment here to honor your journey of yoga, this exploration of yourself. Please allow us to honor the elements of earth, air, fire, and water, the directions of north, south, east, and west, and to close with an Om followed by an Aum. When you are ready, inhaling deeply. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Namaste.